the Pistons shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. On the court for the Celtics. They've got Jaylen Brown, and it's Harrell in at the 5. Ivy, no one around him. Rebound by Harrell. Harrell's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. And extensive ball movement, Doris, is a beautiful style to watch. But not every good team plays that way. Why not?
I think so much of implementation of style is about the players you have. What are the strengths of your individual players? Does the point guard flourish in a pick and roll situation as opposed to ball movement? Does a point guard like Luka Doncic need the ball to be effective? It's all about who your personnel is.
Here we see the Detroit Pistons, Greg, a franchise known for stifling defense.
And going back-to-back with the bad boys, then the amazing 2004 title team that shut down Shaq and Kobe. And the Pistons have been great. They've had that defense-first mentality.
Boston making a switch here. Ryan's checked in. Here's Davison. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
And the Pistons with possession here. After the basket by Boston. There's a good screen. Here's Grimes, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Harrell, and so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. Porzingis is checked in for Boston. We love the fact that the NBA is constantly evolving. Greg, what have you thought of the recent schedule adjustments?
I think the league's done a great job cutting down on the back-to-backs. And also, I like these two-game, like, baseball-style series we've seen. Limiting travel helps big time.
Here's Grimes, the 15-footer. And that one is stuffed right through.
Nice job clearing some space out under the boards and setting himself up there for the putback.
And not just any old putback, Clark, but a big, big foul.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty. Clearly.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Boston.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
First free throw is good. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Outside Matthews. Passes it to Davison. Walsh. Goes back up. The kick out to Matthews. Pass to Waters. Clock at 6. Over Solomon. And the basket by Waters.
Slow rotation there defensively, and he gets a wide open look from mid-range.
And I'll tell you look up at the scoreboard, that's correct. They have a big lead for a reason.
Out to Harris. Pass to Ivy. From past the arc. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
In the first half, he was on fire from range, but he hasn't knocked one down since.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. What do you think of the league's most recent CBA? Greg, that 7-year deal just signed.
Oh, Kevin, the NBA and Players Association both need to be commended. Labor peace through the rest of the decade. Most pro sports don't have this kind of stability.
Now, here's Ivy. Offline with his three.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
For Detroit, they've gone just 1 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Ivy's got 31.
Boy, as we reach the latter stages, he's been in a ridiculous groove. They simply can't get over the hump.
Here's Davison. Ivy defending. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Detroit Pistons. On Monday, they'll tip off a road trip in Toronto, where they'll take on the Raptors. Then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the Chicago Bulls.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
Now, here's Ivy. Here's Grimes. Drains it from beyond the arc. Grimes has got 4 points this quarter.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Here's Davison. They set the pick. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And the Celtics with possession here, following Tobias Harris's three-point attempt. The Celtics working the ball around now. Here's Davison. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
You can just see the passion and love with which he plays the game. You see how he prepares, the work ethic, the way he interacts with his teammates. And when he hits the floor, it's all about the game.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
Davison's shot's good.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
For Detroit, they've gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go Cole. Out to the wing. Here's Joe. No good on the 3. The Celtics have gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the 4th quarter. Really getting it done. Here's Davison. Ivy defending. Outside Matthews. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Oh, that's blocked. And now the Pistons fast break. Grimes with the bucket. Grimes has got 6 points in the quarter.
And credit Harris for creating that high percentage look, scanning the floor and finding the best option.
Davison. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Davison taking 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
The Pistons have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the 4th quarter. The pass to Solomon. The shot by Stewart with no one around. Here's Ivy. Passes it to Stewart. Here's the 3. And Boston with the rebound.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
They get it back. Solomon with the bucket.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Davison. Waters passes to Davison. The kick out to Matthews. Swiped it away from deep. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Oh, picked up his 4th foul. Maybe have to scale back his aggressiveness with plenty of time left in this one.
And that one falls for Ivy.
And after attempting no free throws in the first half, now he's putting the defense back on its heels.
And he makes both free throws.
The first thing people mention about Ivy is that explosiveness. The first step allows him to get downhill and really makes him effective in those ISO situations.
They set the screen. Buries the long-range jumper. Davison's got a couple of three-pointers now in the 4th for the Celtics. And, well, Detroit shooting in the 4th quarter has looked shabby, 38%. Pass to Stewart. Here's Ivy. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
At the line for the Celtics, Davison, 2 shots.
first one falls for him. So he gets them both. The Pistons shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
Penalty situation.
And he makes the first.
At the line for 2, Ivy.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And the Celtics with possession here. Here's Davison. Pass to Ryan. Stewart with the steal. Here's Ivy. And slam dunk by Ivy.
And you can see Ivy getting better at reading the defense, which allows him to just catch fire.
Davison can't hit. Detroit with the ball. And here's Ivy. The pass to Solomon. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
Boy, he's been cooking, but the teammates, he's just not getting a lot of support from them.
To the left wing. Here's Waters. Ivy defending. Driving in. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Here's Sasser. Pass to Davison. They set the pick. Shot clock at 6. Releases. And Matthews gets it to go. Matthews has got 5 points now in the quarter.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
And there's the feed to Ivy. Pass to Sasser.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Here's Solomon. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Waters. For the 3. And the Celtics another 3.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish. Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Celtics.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other team.
Yeah, they were working hard on both sides of the floor, but that sky-high field goal percentage plus the pressure defense to force the other team into a lot of misses. Love the effort tonight.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year, actually their 5th win on the year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Jason Tatum.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Here's Ryan. Fires from deep. Oh, yes, he did. 5 for him so far.
And ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball offensively.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
Ivy with the bucket.
And with his level of athleticism, Ivy has elite body control, helping him finish there.
Here's Davison. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
4th personal foul.
He misses the free throw.
At the line for the Celtics, Davison. 2.
And he sinks the second. Detroit with the ball. Ivy with it. High post Stewart. Inside, Sasser. And the layup's good off the glass.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
Here's Davison. Connects from three-point range.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Now, here's Ivy. Here's Stewart, and the dunk by Stewart.
Oh, and the playmaking of Ivy on full display.
Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession.
Checking in for the Celtics, number 11, Peyton Pritchard.
Now, here's Ivy. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. And Greg on top of the regular season tally in the win count. They earn their first win out of 4 in-season tournament group games.
Giving their fans just one more reason to get excited here early on this season.
Much appreciated, David. And that'll do it, folks.
Boston Celtics. At guard, number 11, Peyton Pritchard.
It's the NBA on 2K.
Well, certainly some names on the floor, Greg, that we've seen in the NBA for many years. That in consideration, what kind of game can we expect with a grizzled group on the floor?
And Kevin, these types of games tend to be kind of methodical. Vets aren't afraid to give the ball up for a better look, and we should see a clean game here tonight.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. The big three for the Suns, all on the floor. Booker and Beal as the guards, and KD at the four. Anunoby out there with Nurkic, and so it's the Celtics getting on the board first. Pass to Durant. He kicks to Booker. Got a hand on it. KD against Tatum. Top of the key. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And he just lulls the defense to sleep at times with his handle before pulling up. You can't back off this guy. That's just inviting trouble.
Beal can't get it to go. We've seen a quick start here for the Celtics. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
Yeah, saw the box score of that game the next day, and I thought, wow, that's a huge scoring night. Pretty impressive stuff there.
Here's Booker, following the score by Damian Lillard. Pass to Beal. And the pass to Nurkic. Shot to stop the run. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And Beal finding a guy with a better look that time.
Lillard against Booker. And here's Brown outside. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. No good from Booker.
He loved to make them pay for giving up that wide open jumper. Just unable to do so.
Booker against Lillard. There's Brown with the three, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got his third assist on the night. Suns have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Passes to Nurkic. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's KD. And the rejection by Tatum.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
Bangs home the trifecta.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Suns trail by 14. KD passes to Booker. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Looking at the Suns, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Lakers in Los Angeles. Over to the wing, Pritchard, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
Yeah, they've built up this lead 3 points at a time.
Well, a lot of importance placed on outside shooting, and tonight you can see why after that kind of quarter exploding from the perimeter.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
Celtics Please put your hands together and welcome to center court.
Now we have a chance to pay homage to the Eastern Conference Player of the Week, Jason Tatum.
And you just look at the point totals that he has posted up during that time frame. Just some unreal numbers. Hard to argue with him as the pick when he is just putting up huge stats on offense and carrying this team with his scoring ability.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
And you talk about explosive scoring. Wow, Devin Booker, Brent, one of the most explosive players of all time.
So awesome to watch him when he gets rolling, Kevin, and that can happen in like 3 seconds. He's got such a great flow and control of what he can do offensively.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Celtics.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Here's Beal, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Talking about Bradley Beal, Greg, I feel like he doesn't get enough credit for his passing game.
You know, Kevin, he's really evolved as a playmaker over the years. Sure, we all know how talented a scorer and shooter he is, but Bradley is now superb at facilitating. And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Nurkic finds Beal. From the stripe. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Here's on an open. Following the three-pointer by Boston. Nobody near Nurkic. Phoenix, no good that time either. Outside Tatum. Lillard, the pass to Pritchard. Nice ball movement by Boston. Pass to Lively. And it goes down 2 points.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Yeah, you could see they were pressing in that one, and the shooting percentages dipped because of it.
I'll say anytime you're having trouble getting over that 40% field goal mark, it's probably not going to be your night.
KD, that's for 2. And the Suns miss again. Here's Pritchard. He's covered by Beal. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns.
In a moment,
Yusuf Nurkic. He had a strong showing last season. Was in at about 9 points per. 9 rebounds and 3 assists. And he's a nice scoring threat in their second unit. A guy who provides instant offense.
And he has really settled into this role. For some guys, maybe him, they'd rather come off the bench and do their damage.
Now here's Beal after the miss from KD. And Booker kicks to Beal. Clock at 4. And that time, also a missed shot. And the Celtics with possession here. Brown right side. Over Booker. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
And look at Tatum turning up the defensive intensity, outworking the shooter.
Beal with it, now guarded by Tatum.
That's a whistle he did not want to hear. His second foul, and we're not even out of the first quarter.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. After all the hype in the offseason, Brent, it's nice to finally get a feel for what these teams are all about.
Well, Kevin, you know the hype train around the NBA never stops rolling. So this league has grown in popularity globally. Seems like another jump over the past 3 or 4 years. People get built up and torn down at such a large scale. That's such a challenge for today's players to stay focused on the task at hand.
Now, here's Lillard. Devin Booker missing his last shot. 15-footer. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
Booker with no one around. And again, it's the Suns missing.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Now, here's Lillard. Coming off a stellar performance against Detroit. That one drops for him. Lillard's got 11.
Defense shaking their heads. No idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
Nurkic, a screen on Lillard. Pulls up, high post. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Washington.
One of the things you got to admire about Kevin Durant is his ability just to continue to focus on playing basketball. This guy is a true hooper.
Dennis Smith, he's checked in for the Suns. Lillard surveying the D. And he uses the glass on the layup. He's got 13.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
First trip to the line for him here.
And you know, known for that rim-rocking dunking ability. Smith Jr., though, a special talent. This is a guy who wants to keep getting better over time.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Riley, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Brendan Watford comes in for Beal. And it's Little in for OG Anunoby.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Durant, no good. Tatum way outside. Good, and Smart gets the assist.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
Pass to Watford. Smith against Smart. And there's the pass to Watford. And he jams it with authority.
That's an easy shot provided by Dennis Smith Jr.
Here's Smart. And he also played a big role in that last game with Detroit. Harrell, a screen on Smith. Here's Smart. The rebound by Watford.
Defense as tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
To the wing right side. Outside Durant. And the rejection by Harrell. So it's the Celtics now. And this is their first time matched up with the Suns this season.
And in their 2 matchups last season, they came up empty both times. Not really too shocking when you see how they fared overall.
Now here's Tatum. This game an incredible scoring display for him.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
KD against Smart. Back to Tatum. The Celtics working the ball around now. Shot clock at 5. Smart dishes to Tatum. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Outstanding start from 3-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for Phoenix. Passes it to Little. Back to Smith. He takes it in. From 12 feet out. And the rejection by Harrell. Watford passes to Riley. And good that time.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
And it's the Celtics ball. And here's Smart. Nothing on the board. 1:05 left in the first quarter of the game. Phoenix grabs the miss.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
Brown is checked in for Boston. And Phoenix also making a switch. Booker's checked in. Now here's Booker. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Lakers in Los Angeles.
Just another part of Devin Booker's amazing offensive game. He finds wide open guys.
And so it's Boston with it. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
Absolutely stone cold at the line thus far.
Boston shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And some of what Smart gives this team doesn't always show up in the stat sheet, but he makes plays that help you win.
Pass to Watford. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Pass to Washington. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Back to Smart. Now the pass to Washington. 5 to shoot. Boston needs to get off a shot. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
What a performance from Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for the Celtics. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. We come back right after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a very convincing performance from the Celtics so far.
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
The defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
So with Durant sitting on the bench. So this is who Kevin Ollie has out there. Devin Booker out there with Smith. Then there's Nasir Little. And there's Riley. And it's Watford in at the power forward. Smart against Smith. Over in the corner, Washington. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got 3 assists now in this one.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Smart against Smith. He dishes it to Booker. Passes it to Watford. It's rebounded by Waters.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
The Suns shooting just 28%. They are offensively out of whack and out of step with each other at this point. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks very much. You know, Devin Booker has a take on load management. He says, I'm not a part of that. I spend a lot of time in the summer making sure my body can take that load on. I want to be out there doing what I have to help the team. That's how I've always been. And I haven't lost sight of those kids up in the stands that might be seeing me for the first time. Kevin, back to you.
I like that perspective, D.A. Thanks. And here's Smith. After Jason Tatum getting his shot to go from deep. So the wing on the left. Pass to Riley. And the rejection by Harrell. Washington against Riley. Here's Smart. And again, Boston with the triple.
And, of course, this is Smart's biggest hurdle. Sometimes he looks great shooting the three. Sometimes, though, it's just the opposite.
Credit where credit is due. P.J. Washington is one hard-working guy on the floor. Isn't he, Greg?
He's got that grittiness to him, Kevin. Values every chance he gets to affect the game. And like you said, he puts a ton of effort into his play.
When it comes to the essential components of a winning team, GA, how much importance do you place on veteran leadership?
Kevin, I think it's important. You want a few guys in the locker room who've seen it all. Players who can keep the ship steady if the team kind of goes awry or has a tough stretch. Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Suns. When this game is done, they'll be off to take on the Raptors. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip. Riley with a screen on Brown. For 3, Booker misses that shot as well as the other 7 he took before. That adds up to 0 for 8 so far. And here's Washington outside. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got his 5th assist in this one. Passed a little. Here's Watford. AD that time from Harrell. Booker against Brown. And it's blocked. Smith outside. Down low. Riley. And the rejection by Harrell.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
And not the easiest shot on the floor. And Brown sticking with that one, showing his confidence.
Now, here is Smith. Kicks a little. There's the pass to Riley. And stolen by Harrell. Smart up top. Riley covering. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Personal foul.
As tough as they get, Smart's a bulldog out there. Does a good job of drawing contact, oftentimes by initiating.
Brent, aren't even you amazed at the size of coaching staffs and all the support people these individual teams have now?
Yeah, some of the teams really go way out there with regards to almost a 1-to-1 ratio, Kevin, between player and coach. I just wonder sometimes if there's ideas that get shared, if they get convoluted with that many people. But if you're a player, man, the resources are there.
Now here's Smart. Devin Booker missing his last shot. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
The Celtics making a switch here. Lillard's checked in. They're not having much success at all right now.
Kevin, I would shuffle the lineup if I were their coach a little bit just to try to find something. that works.
Booker with the screen for Beal. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Passes it to Brown. Here's Pritchard. Nurkic with the steal. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
Bradley Beal still got a little bit of the ups.
The Celtics have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter. Floats one. Here's Pritchard. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Count it. Good.
Booker has every shot that you could possibly imagine. Incredibly skilled at scoring that ball.
Here's Lillard. Here's Wiseman. Boom, he jams it straight down.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him. Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Now here's Tatum. 17 points in the game. Booker against Lillard. To the paint. Here's Watford. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Booker doing a good job that time instead of looking for the shot, looking for a teammate.
Tatum setting the pick for Lillard. Hits the three-point bomb. Lillard's got 16.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
Booker outside. 13 feet away. The shot by Beal, no good. The Celtics shooting the lights out in this one, 77%. Pass to Pritchard. It's stolen by Little. Outside, Beal. The three. And Lively pulls it down.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Tatum gets the bucket.
Well, you know Jason Tatum can score, and that's exactly what he's done thus far.
Little inside. He's covered by Brown. Back to Nurkic. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Out to the right wing. Here's Pritchard. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Pritchard's got 5 points now this quarter.
And Lillard right now at that point guard position has total control of the offense.
Outside, Beal. Pass to Booker. To the inside. Watford, that's good. He's got 10.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
In the corner, Tatum with it. And the Celtics another three.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found the comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Now here's Little. A three-pointer off the mark. Brown feeling it out a bit. The pass to Lively. Here's Lillard. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
Total lack of hesitation. Lillard trusting his selections completely.
And here's Booker from the arc. And Boston with the rebound. Brown's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Up top, Tatum. He's covered by Beal. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Launches a three, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
Simply one of the best shooting performances you are ever going to see. A three-point barrage.
Out to the right wing. Pass to Nurkic. Nurkic a screen on Lillard. Here's Booker. Back to Nurkic. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. There's Brown with the three. Good on the three-point shot. Brown's got 13.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Booker against Lillard. Outside, Beal. To the middle. Here's Watford. And they get it. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Phoenix making some changes. Durant's checked in for Nasir Little. And Anunoby subbed in for Devin Booker. Now here's Lillard. 18 points for him. And again, it's Boston converting. 1:53 left in the second quarter. Now here's Beal. Defense right on him. Outside Durant. Back to Beal. Pass to Durant. Beyond the arc. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Tatum. And a look now at the breakdown between three-point and two-point shots attempted here tonight for Boston.
And the free ball has been in the game plan, and it's been working for them. Having that distance shot in the arsenal, very effective way to spread out the defense.
Lee's checked in for the Suns.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
Smith checked in for Saban Lee. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. To the inside, Ivory, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Well, everyone knows Lillard is one of the league's best scorers off the pick and roll, so he chooses this time to make the assist.
Here's Durant, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on Jason Tatum. He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots in the game right here.
At the line for the Suns, Kevin Durant.
And KD drops them both. Here's Lillard. 20 points for him. Pass to Lively. Tatum on the wing. From the arc. Add that basket to his impressive total. Brings him to 10 for 14.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue. To grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Beal. 9 points last game. The pass to Anunoby. And finished off by Nurkic.
And Nurkic around there, big and right on top of the cylinder.
And it's the Celtics ball. On the wing, Brown. Inside, Nurkic with the steal. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And Beal kicks to KD. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Nurkic a screen on Tatum. 5 on the clock. Free throw line jump shot. No good that time.
How about that hard-nosed D in the paint right there? Nice job.
Yeah, he cut off every angle and then got his body on him. That's a Warriors effort.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. It's the Celtics running away with 39. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
And a bit of a gear switch here. Shaq, you are currently trending online right now. Fans are demanding you try your hand in a hot dog eating contest.
Oh, Ernie, I actually would like to see this happen as well. I bet some of these guys would humble you, Shaq.
Come on now, stop it. It wouldn't be fair. I'd be putting up Wilt Chamberlain numbers as a rookie contestant.
Well, the key is being able to stretch your stomach, I've heard. Yours is already stretched from the post-Laker days, though.
Nope.
And now switching over to our current game, what a tough start for the Suns.
You see him trying to lean on that three-point shot? That can be a blessing or a curse. Right now, they're cursed.
Yeah, it seems like a good time to focus their efforts elsewhere. Thanks for spending halftime.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. And you know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the three-point line and finding some open opportunities.
Out in the front court along with Tatum. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Lively in at center. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half.
You know, not many guys can change pace on the dribble the way Lillard does it. Just phenomenal.
Booker with it. Back to Durant. Tries again. The rebound by the Celtics. Lively's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Wasted no time on that one. Brown's got 16 points.
That's a smart pass. Get it to Brown and just let Jalen cook.
For Phoenix, they've gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Beal finds Nurkic. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Anunoby against Brown. Here's Booker. And yes, it's good. Booker's got his second bucket tonight.
Yes, finally one drops after the 0 of 3 start.
Lillard with it. Now Beal defending. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Defensive foul.
How about that? Coming out to start the half, a perfect 3 of 3.
P.J. Washington, he's checked in for Boston, and he's got his first chance at the line here.
There's so many qualities of elite guard that Damian Lillard possesses on the floor, in the locker room. He really, truly sets the standard.
No good from Booker.
Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Always good to get another look at a terrific defensive play.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Down low. And then Durant with the jam.
Yeah, not going to get over on KD here. If you give him a chance to attack the basket, he'll be at the rim.
Booker against Lillard. Fires for 3. Traps in the tray. Lillard's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away. One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Here's Lillard. Great D that time from Beal.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority. Yeah, clearly struggling here with the foul. Still early. And just one more will put them over the limit.
You know, you think about it. In 2015, a dozen teams passed on Devin Booker. Got to be tough for those front offices to watch him play this way.
Now, here's Anunoby. The shot by Beal, no good. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Here's Washington. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Kevin Durant.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Celtics have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now.
And a season ago at the charity stripe, this is a group that shot an impressive 81%.
Now here's Booker. 6 points for him. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the NBA is looking to expand its footprint, and a franchise south of the border could potentially hold tremendous appeal. Commissioner Adam Silver said Mexico City is the largest city in North America. It could also be a gateway to all of Latin America. The opportunity to flip a switch in terms of opening up a large geographical area to NBA interest. Kevin?
That's interesting. Thanks, David. And the Celtics with possession here. Following Nurkic's three-point attempt. Lets the three fly, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Beal against Lillard. Anunoby kicks to Nurkic. Nurkic setting the pick for Booker. Looking to end the run and finish off by Nurkic.
Smart play getting Nurkic the ball after the screen and roll. He dives towards the basket and gets the pass in a perfect spot deep in the lane.
Here's Pritchard. He's got 11. Now Lillard. Washington with the screen on Beal. Lillard attacking, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Yeah, not something you want to do. You let Lillard drive all the way to the rack, and he will throw it down.
And so it's Beal. He'll bring it up for the Suns. Shoots over Lillard. The shot by Beal, no good. For Boston, they've gotten nearly everything to drop this quarter. They're 7 of 8 from the floor since halftime.
Lillard just... plays with a flat-out edge. Dangerous as a player who knows how to draw contact inside.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Boston.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot.
And there's another thing going on right now for them that has to get their confidence up, and that's the three ball. I mean, it's been falling for them. They're locked in, and that outside shot going, it's a big difference maker.
And Boston has possession. The Suns getting the bucket. Now, here's Anunoby. 6 points for him. Passes to Nurkic. Outside for Beal. Here's Anunoby. And Anunoby slams it in.
Ooh, put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Now, here's Tatum. He has 29. Drills it from outside.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
Yeah, that one put them over the limit, and it's so early that if they're not careful, this could turn into a parade at the free throw line.
And Phoenix making a change here. Watford's checked in. For Boston, they've gone 8 of 10 shooting here in the second half. Very strong. With the step back, Tatum setting the pick for Lillard. And the Celtics another three.
I don't know. I'm getting the feeling as this game moves on, he's getting stronger.
Anunoby passes to Booker. Back to Anunoby. And Anunoby slams it in.
He's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. It's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
Pass to Tatum. A three ball. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Tatum's got 35.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They're pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 5 rebounds tonight, and Lillard is going to pick up a foul. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2.
Team foul.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1.
And he hit 72% of his foul shots a season ago, but I'm not sure he's real thrilled with those numbers.
Okay. Another reminder that Damian Lillard can be explosive, and we love it.
Lillard against KD. Puts it up from 7, and that one hits back iron. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
Brown, no good. Suns shoot 39% from the floor since the half. Not really what they had in mind. Beal, fouled in the act of shooting, gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
First personal
Yeah,
foul.
Bradley Beal right there, just putting a stamp on that play. He takes the hit and still gets the deuce.
The Celtics shooting an almost unfair 78% from the field. Left side, Tatum. Lets it go from deep. Nailed from three-point land. Tatum's got 38 points.
Well, he should be playing this game with an apron on because he's cooking right now.
And here's KD for 3. And Lively pulls it down. Lively's. There's Brown with the 3. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
The defense has no answer for Brown. When he's dribbling the ball, his teammates know they are in good hands.
And there's the foul. It's on Peyton Pritchard. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
The Suns making a switch here. Riley's checked in. Outside Tatum. Tries it from 9. And another basket for Boston.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
Beal against Lillard. And Lively pulls it down.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go, even with the defense not really a factor.
Three-pointer, Lillard, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
He has a lot of points from long range this half. He's taking advantage of a really tired defense.
Pass to Booker. To the paint, here's Riley. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. He's got 8.
Well, difficult cover here on the pick and roll as Devin Booker's getting more and more experience playing out and making plays.
And here's Tatum for 3. And again for 3.
Another 3 for him. I'm not sure I've ever seen better three-point shooting than what we're witnessing here tonight.
They just keep pouring in. This is a top 5 all-time single game for three-point shots made. Here's Boston. They're on a 14-6 run. And here's Tatum for 3. Connects again from distance.
And this parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
Oh, and that latest triple ties him for 2nd for the most threes in a game. What a monster he's been from deep. There's the triple. Good, another from 3.
Splashes home another 3, and he moves into 2nd place all time with that make for a game.
Greg, you have to think that every time he releases the ball from deep, it's going to go in. He just keeps raining it down on him.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Good, that's another bucket.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making it GA look all too easy right now. Beal against Lillard, and the pass to Booker. To the middle, here's Watford. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Tatum dishes to Brown. And Lillard gets double-teamed. Fires away from outside. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
And Beal kicks to Booker. Inside. And he makes that one. 14 points for him.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
And Lillard gets double teamed. Passes it to Pritchard. Lillard outside. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Booker looking around. And there's the foul. It's on Peyton Pritchard. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight.
2 shots.
Both free throws good from Booker. And the Celtics with possession here. Lillard outside. Jacks up a 3. Again, what an avalanche!
An incredible performance tonight. That gives him a 50-piece.
And tonight ties him for the 5th most 50-point games in NBA history.
Elgin Baylor had 17 50 pieces during his legendary career. He's level with Elgin. Next up is James Harden, who had 23.
And so it's the Boston Celtics with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. So with Durant sitting on the bench. So this is who Kevin Ollie has out there. We've got Nasir Little. Booker out there with Dennis Smith. And there's Riley. And it's Watford in at the 4. Little's gone 1 of 4 from the field. The deep 3 from Tatum. Another one goes. Incredible.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaughts. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And this is one of the things they need to keep doing in the second half to get this win. Keep knocking down those free throws. They've been sensational here at the line.
Well, he's putting his game right in the face of the defense right now and just driving into the paint to get contact.
Boston making a switch here. Waters is checked in. Here's Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Tatum good for at least one highlight finish a night. This guy is box office.
And here's Booker. The wide open shot by Little. Off target with his 3. Lets it go with the 3. Hands it from downtown.
Got to be a little bit more aggressive defending him from that range. He can be dangerous.
Smith outside. On the wing, Booker. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. Washington, that's good.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
And the foul on Marcus Smart. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
2nd team foul.
A little over a minute and a half of the 4th quarter gone now. Here's Booker. No good again that time.
Well, after an impressive first half, he's just not been able to get the room or get anything going here in the second.
Outside, Smart. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for the Phoenix Suns. On Wednesday, they're off to Toronto to face the Raptors. And then on Friday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Dallas Mavericks.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Stolen by Washington. Floats one up. And he lays it up and in. Smart's got 4 points this quarter.
For a guy who's still working on his range, love to see Smart attacking on the interior.
There's the pick. And here's Booker from the arc. Rebound by Harrell.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
Smith against Smart. And the rejection by Tatum. Good chance here for Booker. And he overshot that one, missing.
Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots. Not the wild one he took there.
Washington with it. He's picked up by Little.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Bradley Beal's checked in for Phoenix.
Sun substitution, number 3, Bradley Beal.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Outside, Smart. 6 on the shot clock. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line and a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
Waters passes to Washington. And then Washington with the dunk.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Here's Booker. Phoenix no good that time either.
Just cannot get anything to go. If there's going to be a way to get out of this hole, I don't think he'll be the one to do it.
Tatum gets the bucket.
I mean, this guy is unreal. What a show.
Here's Beal. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Tatum deciding where to go with it. Riley grabs the miss. Phoenix has gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Beal finds Booker. Here's Little. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
And the rejection by Tatum.
He was sitting back a little bit there in the first half, but feels like showtime now, and he's ready to put some major points up on the board.
Got that one up quick.
This is why Tatum is a volume three-point shooter, because he knows how accurate he can be.
Booker the pass to Beal. And another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Hard kicks to Tatum. From deep three-point territory. It's hauled in by the Suns. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Harrell. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
Now he's done a good job of keeping control of the ball. Even with that turnover, you can tell his teammates trust him.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. And they're looking for some kind of spark here.
Yeah, cold stretch offensively. They need a bucket.
Pass to Talbot. Clarendon with it. Clock at 6. Here's Brown. That's good. And it's Leisha Clarendon with the assist.
A confident shooter from deep. When Brown finds just a little space on the perimeter, she wastes no time firing away.
Timeout called the Aces. Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. Now here is Queen. Defense is right there. Wilson sets a screen. Here's Queen. And the three off target. Pass to Parker. Brown. Queen covering. Here's Stevens. And the lead is down inside single digits.
They're 3 of 4 to start the half.
The Aces leading. Here's Queen. She's got 16. Queen with the screen. Gray, that's good.
A new age point guard. Gray doesn't just handle the ball and pass the ball. She also hits it from deep at a crazy rate.
Now here's Clarendon. Inside. Yep, and that one goes.
A nice start to the second half. Just one miss in their first 5 attempts.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Pass to Queen. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Makes great decisions and quick reads off of ball screens. Gray is a gifted point guard.
And the Sparks call time here. Well, Brian, Chelsea Gray is the whole package and really a true point guard.
Well, she's consistent with her scoring, and she can really move the ball around. One of the better shooters as far as percentage in the WNBA.
Here are the Aces now. At one point, they led by 16. Pass to Cannon. Queen with the screen. Lets it go from 11. Cannon, no good. The Sparks trailing. Outside, Parker. Here's Nurse. Now Lamont. 4 on the clock. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Young. And it's the Aces with the ball. Queen from past the arc. Offensive board. Here's Cannon. And the layup's good off the glass.
Strong rebounding, and she gets the easy putback as a result.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Count that one.
I'll bet her percentage is pretty high from that range.
Now Queen. There's a screen. The shot will not fall. Good D by De'Erica Hamby.
She has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it really hasn't affected the team that much.
A shot by Nurse, no good. Now here is Queen. For three. Rebounded by Parker.
No luck for her this half after being outstanding from outside in the first half.
Nurse, left side. Past Alama. From deep. No luck on that one.
Personally, I am shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. She makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Now here is Queen. She's guarded by Alaman. Here's Queen. From the high post, she drills it.
The mid-range jumper, it's a very high percentage shot for her when she has that much room to get it off.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, it's been a long time without a bucket. Focus.
The Spartans call timeout.
Fans, show your appreciation for your Las Vegas dancers.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Parker with the ball, and it's Wilson picking her up. And here's Parker. 5 on the clock. From outside the arc. Stokes with the rebound. And they can burn some clock if they want.
And calm down. Get a little breather here, too.
Here's Queen. The three-pointer off the mark.
Well, most games she can hit from deep, but this game, it's not there for her.
Down low. Here's Stevens. And it's rebounded by Jackie Young. Pass to Queen. That's in, coming off an assist from Jackie Young.
Coming into the league as a great passer, Young has that radar on her, knowing where everyone is on the court.
Left side, Clarendon. Now Stevens. Sinks that one from the post.
That assist got a little nod from her teammate after the bucket.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in this fourth quarter. Queen, shot is good.
Great communication between teammates there.
Parker with the ball. Clarendon with the screen. Over to the left wing. Stevens in the post. Shot on the wing. It's hauled in by the Aces. Here's Gray. Outside Young. Queen. They get it back. Wilson to the paint. Queen misses. Now Clarendon. Pass to Stevens. This one for three. The rebound by Asia Wilson. They have a really solid lead at this point.
Definitely. On the other side, really not much resistance put up.
Outside Young. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Jacks up a three. Sinks the triple.
Well, over the years, if you look at the three-point numbers for Young, they've been improving. This shows you how much work Jackie puts into her game.
Now here's Clarendon. So it's the Aces, winning this one easily. They poured it on tonight. A dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
This game really a defining game for what they can do when they're playing at their best. Being here at home helps, but the execution anywhere was terrific.
So that's going to do it for this one, folks.